Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I am going to continue my series on how to create CNN graphics. My first video did terrible in view count. I was disappointed by that. I thought more people would actually want to know how to do this, but that's okay, because, you can, if less people are watching, then less people are copying me, and therefore I get better views, so nice. Anyway, so we already have the background down. If you haven't seen the background video, you should go and see that first, and we will get started with the next one. So, okay. First of all, you want to... what we're actually going to do first? This is going to be part 2. We're going to be creating the box that, like, the candidate appears in. And I will be showing you how to do that. And then we'll create the bars at the bottom another time. In the third and final installment in the episode. So let's do the box first. So the first thing we want to do is shape. And you click on this icon right here and click shapes and you select the rectangle. Now, this is going to take a lot of fussing around to really get this to work out right. But basically, you want to create a box like that size, kind of. And you want to position it right too. So that's okay. Mine tend to go a little bit farther towards the top. So I'm going to make mine reach up a little bit farther. And probably down a little bit farther as well. And we'll say that's good for the time being. Actually, that's probably about where I'd want it anyway. So, yeah, that's good. So we have the box. And now what we want to do is we want to do the coloring. So this is where it gets tricky. You have to use gradients. Now, let's just, you know what, here, what are we making here? Just as demo CNN graphics. Let's say that we are creating a let's say we're creating a 2024 election night. Let's say this is the Senate or something like that. Let's say it's the projected winner in Indiana, because Indiana is one of the first states with the poll closing. So that would mean it's red. So we'd want to do a red gradient. So you click on this icon right here, and you go to gradient on here, and you go to add a custom color. Cat, what are you doing? That's just the cat scratching on the window. It's kind of annoying. Okay. And what you want to do, so it gives you this gray. So on one end you want to select the darker color, and on one end you want to select the lighter color. Depends on where you want it. I want the darker color first, so I'm going to select the dark red. And then on this end, I'm going to select the light red. So dark red 1. Dark red 1 is what I would use on this end. Dark red 3 is what I would use on the left end. And we want to make that, yes, we want that linear. The angle really doesn't matter. Okay, so now you click add, and that will add a little thing here. Heck, wait. Now I can't even remember how I did this. Okay, let's go to custom colors and actually create a darker red, because I'm not satisfied with the red on there. Okay, that's good. Now, let's bring the red down there, and then let's just add some more. And you just basically have to fiddle around with this and try different custom colors and all sorts of other stuff until you eventually get what you want. I'm not going to mess around with this too much. I'm going to try once more. Now let's go even darker with the red. Let's remove that one and then, This is not at all, okay, I don't know how I did it, but, okay, then you click OK, and once you get the right gradient, even though this is not at all what I wanted it to, crap, now I really just want to keep trying this until I get it right, because I seriously cannot remember how I did this before. Oh, wait, is that it? Okay, you add another one, that's it. Move that down further, and you move this up. Okay, that's about how you want it to look. It's not perfect like this. There should be a little bit more of the brighter color up here. But that's basically it. And so what you want now is you want to create the shape at the top that like gives you the state names and all that. So there are multiple shapes. You just go to shape again, select that, and then you do this, and you want it to be about that big. See, yeah, it looks much better when it's not spread out. And you can keep the border color what it is for right now, by the way. And so you want to select solid, and you want to select that. So that is what you will get. You know what, let's make the border transparent. Next to the fill color, there's the border color, and you hit transparent, and you won't really have much of a border color. Okay, let's make that. Okay, there we go. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to create an outline. So actually, you know what, we'll do that later. Let's start with the basics. So, okay, sorry about that. I was just pulling up my other thing because I want to get this as accurate as possible. Okay. So we want it to be Oswald. That's the font we're choosing, is Oswald. Oh, but first, what we have to do is we have to create another shape and do this. Create a box like that. And that box is going to be what says, actually, you know what, this is Indiana, so never mind that. If you're creating a thing that says key race alert in it, you know what, heck, we won't make this Indiana. We'll make this something else. We'll make this, we'll say that this is Montana. I don't think Montana Senate is going red in 2024, but for the sake of what we're doing, we're just going to say it does. So what we do here is we create another box, and we add it there. That box is going to say key race alert inside it. And so what we do is we go to this text box icon right here, and we create a text box just anywhere because you can move it. And you want the color to be red because this is a red win. And then you want to go to Arial, not Arial. You want to go to, okay, there we go, geez. My mouse is being weird. You want to go to Oswald. And I would choose medium. And then you write key. And you want it to be off center because that's how CNN actually does it. And maybe a little bit bigger too, heck, while we're at it. This is not at all, this does not look exactly like mine. I just use a template that I myself created, so this is not going to look entirely like mine, but this is the basic idea of what you want to be doing, so you can do your own variations on this as you so please. Then you copy and paste, so control, copy, control, paste, and you want it to get smaller, so the way you do that is you select it, and you make that smaller, and then you write race instead of key. I mean, that saves you the trouble. Copying and pasting it saves you the trouble of having to do the, okay, you know what, we're gonna move that up a little bit. That's a little too, yeah. Okay, there, that's better. And then you want to copy and paste that again. That just saves you trouble, like I said. And then you type in alert, and you make that smaller yet. I don't know how small. Maybe 11 was good. And that's basically it. So that doesn't look entirely like mine. I actually almost like that better than how mine looks. But in a nutshell, that's what you do. I hope I didn't move through that too fast, but you know what? This takes time to do, and I'm not going to make this a super long video, so deal with it. I'm sorry. Go to the most basic how-to videos on how to do copy and paste, how to use the right fonts. Like, that's some. I can teach you some of that here, but I can't. I'm not going to teach it all. So anyway, that creates that. Then what you want to do is you want to create another text box. This is going to be for the state name. And you put it right there. You make it pretty big. I tend to make mine about as big as up to 50. And what you do is you make it white because you want it to stand out against the red. And you write Montana. Oh wait, crap, I forgot fonts. So we will undo that. So go back down, it's Oswald, it's right under Nunito, and you would select, heck, let's select bold. Yeah, that's what I usually use, bold. So that's what it looks like then, when you do that. Now, I do use different fonts, for the, let's get rid of the border there. I do use different fonts for the stuff that comes underneath. So what we're going to do now is, okay, I'm just verifying here for a second. Okay, yes. So we're going to create another text box. A lot of this is just creating text box, guys. Get used to it. It's text box. And you want to, okay, so for this one, I'm going to select, this is the different font I use. I use Roboto Condensed. And you type in, okay, no, you know what? Senate. And we're going to make that bold. And that looks about right. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to create another box. So we're going to go to shapes again, and you just create a box. You can shape it however you want after you create it, but basically that's what you're going to do. And okay, I'm going to actually scroll down and see how it looks, so I can know how mine looks. Okay, mine goes like that, and then, so about like that. Then, because this is Republican, you want to select that to create it, Oh yes, and we do want this box to have an outline. We want it to be a white outline. Unlike the others, this one will have an outline. We're going to drag it up just a little bit. This is me being fussy. You don't feel like you have to do this. And yeah. Then we want to... Nope, that was the wrong thing. We want to click Shapes. And we want to create a smaller box that's about, yeah, like that. And anyway, so it's about like that. There's going to be a check mark that goes in that box, but we won't worry about that for right now. And then we want to... I really like this design. I kind of wish... Nah, my old design's better. Okay, never mind. Now we want to upload... Actually, you know what? No, we're going to do the text first. We want to create a text box, as usual. I'm going to see what size font I use. Okay, I go up to 31, but you don't have to. You can use whatever size you want. Select white, and select Roboto Condensed again. And what you want to do now is you want to type in the name of the winner, so the first name of the winner, which would be Matt in this case, because we're going to assume that the nominee is Matt Rosendale. And you want to bring that about out there. Bring it up a little bit. Gosh, that's only 31. Wow, that's small. And then you can copy and paste this box. And you want to... The reason why it's going to be 2 boxes and not 1 is because you don't want the spacing to be that big. So let me see here what I used for the other text box. I used... So you want to type in Rosendale, but then you want to make it bigger. So I think I go up to about 41. And that is how you do that. Now, because I'm lazy, I'm just going to copy and paste the Senate thing. And I'm going to put it right down here. And we're going to make that actually smaller. Let me see how small I usually make it. We're going to make that 12 instead of 16. And we're going to drag that down just a little bit. And we write defeats Jon Tester. Actually, no, it's that, yeah. Okay, and this does not look exactly like mine, so I'm kind of glad of that because I don't want you completely copying mine. Anyway, so I tend to make the color for this a little bit different. I tend to make it like a light gray like that, so it looks just a little bit different. And yeah. So now we have to fill in, we have to create another box first of all. I know there's too many boxes. Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing there. Shapes. And you want to try and fit it in the corner, like just so. Okay, yeah, that's not the greatest, but... And you want the border to be white, as usual. And you want it to be a dark red one, like the rest of it. So that is how it looks. Yeah, that's pretty good. So, and let me see what font I use for this part as well. I also use Roboto here. So what we do is we create another text box, type the letter R in there, and then do all the necessary changes. So, for example, medium. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Not Oswald. Roboto condensed. And you use bold. And you want to make that white. And you also do not want that to be bold, actually. So never mind what I said about it making it bold. And you want to fit that, and it takes finicking around to be able to fit it in just like how you want it. I find that I figure out ways to do it, but that's about where you want it. And now comes the fun part. So what I do for the images, oh wait, first of all, I forgot. You have to add this little detail down here. Right, CNN, projection, and make that grayer. So you want the text color to be more like that. And you want it to be like in the corner like that. Yeah, this is not at all like my original one. I'm not sure how I did my original one, but anyway, this is basically what you do to get to where you're going. You want to find an image of the candidate. So Matt Rosendale. And I'm going to show you a really cool tool that you can use for anything, even besides this. But here's an image. So I'm going to right click and click Save Image As. If it'll load. There we go. Save to desktop. And you go to the desktop. And now you go to a tool called Photo Scissors. That's photoscissors.com. It's the first thing that should pop up. Remove image from background, free background remover. You go there and you drag your image on, or you can click Upload Image. But you drag your image into there and it loads it. And then what it'll do is it'll automatically remove the background for you. So it looks like that, basically. And yeah, you get a nice no background image so that you won't have any background when you insert it in here. So then you click the little image icon right here next to the text box. And you go to your desktop. It should have saved it under like the name of result something. And it will bring the image on. Now you have to crop it, which is, so you just double click it basically. I'll show you that again. You go click, and then you bring that second box that it's within, and you bring it up like that, and then you bring those in like that. Make sure you're not doing it to this box out here, because if you do that, that'll make the image smaller. Not smaller, it'll like stretch it, and you don't want to do that. So then you just make it smaller. So you grab onto it like this, and you make it smaller, and then you fit it into the text box. Oh, there is a border there that I do not want. I don't know why it's doing that, but anyway, it does not matter because you have to enlarge the image and it will just match the border. I'm not sure why it did that. But yeah, that's about how it should look. And probably just, I don't know, it depends on how close up you want to get to the candidate, but essentially that's all you do. And then you do the thing that I was showing you before in the first video, which is you hit Control, and then you hit the down arrow button, and that will move the thing that you're selecting underneath the other object. So now, and if you click up, then it will move it out. So that's kind of a nifty tool. That's basically it. There's one more thing you have to do. Actually, two more things you have to do. One is to add the border, and the other is to add the check mark. So we will click the image icon again and click Search the Web. And just type in yellow check mark. I can't find the exact one CNN uses. So select, you can select this one, you can select this one, but select one of those. A lot of this stuff is not relevant, so yeah, let's select that one. I don't know where the one I use is, but that's all for the better, because then you can't copy me. Yay! Then you just make it smaller, and you have it fit into the text box. That's not the exact check mark. I wish I could find the one that I used, but the one that I use, you won't know which one it is. So, haha, yes. Okay, so that is basically all you have done thus far, is created this. One more thing, I like to make it have a white outline without making an outline in here. So what I do is I click line, which is next to the shape icon, and you start at the corner and you pull down and then you click the pencil and hit white. And then if you want a thicker line, you click line weight here and make it bigger. And then you just can copy and paste that line and move it to the other side. And then you can copy and paste it again. And then you can do a funny, you don't have to keep this line the same. You can literally change it however you want after you've copied and pasted it. So you can do that. And then you can copy and paste that again. And pull down. And then you have a nicely outlined box. So that's basically all you're doing in this episode. I know that took a while. This doesn't look exactly like mine at all. But this is basically what you would want it to look like, essentially. And yeah. So that is how you create the box in CNN Graphics for Google Slides. Thanks for watching this video. Like down below, subscribe to all that stuff. I'll see you next time. See you later. Bye.